What's good? It's your boy Coach T, man. Welcome to the Mud Talk Radio channel, man. Yo, it's been a while, man. I've been waiting to make this transition to YouTube, and just like any other decision we can make in life, we tend to wait too long instead of just taking what we have and starting right now. So I want to just welcome you into the channel. We'll be talking all things fashion, life, culture, and sports. Some of you may know me from the Mud Talk podcast, available on any streaming platform. Been doing it for about 3 years, and it's actually been one of my biggest gifts that God has given me, and that's to be able to use my voice. So I wasn't super fond of doing a YouTube thing about 3 years ago because I'm like, yo, it's my voice. But I do understand that the way this world works is people want the video side of things too. And so I'm going to bring you a lot of stories from my life, a lot of the fashion, a lot of the culture. And you're going to see the progression as I'm recording this right now in 4K on the iPhone with the ring light. We're just going to keep it a buck right now. You see, I got the microphone attached to me. And I wanted to discuss something real quick. Over this past week, I was able to pick up, and let's be clear, I'm not a sneakerhead. I want to let y'all know I'm not a sneakerhead. And the reason I say that is because I love fashion. All right. I would say that there's a lot of things that I would purchase that a sneakerhead wouldn't. And so it's because I like to be able to put things together and things like that. And you guys will see, we'll do episodes about stuff like that. But I just want to get it out the way. I'm not a sneakerhead. I do, I love shoes, but I'm not a sneakerhead. I love fashion. So over the weekend, I was able to pick up a pair of shoes. And prior to picking up these shoes, it brought to mind like the whole conversation, like, what is the most comfortable pair of shoes that you've ever placed your feet inside of? Look, I'm getting all my words jumbled up. I said pairs and then feet. But anyway, man, forget about all that. We're here to be perfect. This is raw. This is true. This is authentic. Okay, so I was able to pick up a pair of shoes this weekend. And prior to picking up these specific shoes, my most comfortable shoe that was in my closet wasn't even shoes. It was a pair of Yeezy slides. I literally will put on my Yeezy slides and I will wear them anywhere at any given time, at any given moment. Like, my feet feel like, I don't know, words can't describe. I feel super comfortable every time I'm wearing them, and I will literally wear them every day. And my other shoes would get no run because the Yeezy slides are just built for comfort. I don't know what they put in them, but they're definitely built for comfort. And so prior to this purchase that I made this weekend, what was a purchase that was made on a whim. Like, just, I didn't plan to purchase these. I didn't necessarily go out hunting for these or, look them up online. I had seen them multiple times for some people that I follow that are true sneakerheads and in the sneaker community that have been, speaking highly on this brand for a long time. And I can honestly say I did like the shoe, but it wasn't like something that I had to go get, right? So, without further ado, the most comfortable shoe that I've ever put my foot in, as it stands today, 2023, April 11th, matter of fact. And I don't know what time it is because I'm up in the room, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the box real quick. I'll be right back. Let me grab the box. So you already know what type of box this is. And I'm going to be real. I purchased this shoe and the box was beat. The box is beat up. You see this? The box is beat. When they handed me the box, I was like, yo, I like the shoes, but do y'all have a different box? And my man was like, he went in the back, came back, of course, he was like, yeah, we don't have a different box, my man, not for this size. This is the last size, whoop-de-whoop, you know what they tell you. Probably had a different size in the back, but the reality is, man, you ever heard of FIFO? First in, first out. And I believe that this was a part of the process. You know what I mean? They got to get these out so they can, move the other ones in. They got to get rid of the beat up box. But I was cool because the shoes wasn't beat up. You know what I'm saying? So inside this box, as you can see, without the glare being too crazy, hopefully you can see that. If not, this reads, it's a New Balance 9060. All right? Again, not a shoe that I was hunting for. Not a shoe that I had to make sure I was actually able to get. You know what I mean? Some people really go, that's why I say I'm not a sneakerhead. Like, if I can get it, I can get it. It's one of those things where I feel like in this life that we live, the right amount of money can almost buy you anything, right? So I don't necessarily like care enough to like want to like try super hard to get certain stuff. Because at the end of the day, like, God's gonna bless me, he gonna bless me. I ain't worried about it. But the New Balance 9060, I'm gonna go ahead and take them out real quick. Take out both shoes. They're right here, man. You know, again, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. There was a couple of colorways, but to me, this was the one that stood out that was available. Most of the colorways, you're not walking in the store getting them. You're gonna pay more than retail for them. I did look them up after I purchased them, but you can see, very nice shoe, man. Very nice shoe. But outside of the looks of the shoe, because it's kind of giving off like, you see a lot of the designer shoes that typically have this kind of bulky outer on it right here on the sole that kind of sticks out a little bit. That's what it kind of reminded me of, but that's not the reason I got the shoe. I got the shoe just because I love the way they look. And then when I tried them on, I was blown away with the comfort level. The comfort level was over the top. I'm talking about like top notch. And so I was able to get these, and I ended up wearing them to church on Easter, which was a bit controversial because we went to my grandmother's church, and salute to grandma, I love you. My wife was concerned that my grandma was gonna be mad that I was wearing New Balances or sneakers to church. But I said, forget about it. I'm gonna look nice. I was able to put these together. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, you need to go ahead and follow me at the Mud Talk Radio Show. And I did post a picture. You know, we were outside in the church parking lot. Me, my auntie, my wife, my uncle, posted a couple pictures. I was able to pair this together with, shout out to Express, with some nice pants, a hoodie with a trench, because it was about 43 degrees when we went to church that morning in Charlotte, where it's typically supposed to be like it is today, 70 degrees outside and nice, but it wasn't that day. So I was able to put these together with a very, very nice fit. These shoes are super, super versatile. You can wear them with so many different things. And again, sneakerheads probably wouldn't necessarily care about these. You know what I'm saying? I care about these. These actually look really, really good, and they're super comfortable. Like, it blew me out the water how comfortable this shoe was. And it might have something to do with the fact that I went with my wife and my kids when we did the manicure, pedicure thing. I just did the pedicure with my wife, and my feet were feeling amazing. But outside of that, I really truly think it's the shoe itself. I don't know what type of technology New Balance used to make these shoes, but it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. If you haven't had a chance to go get the New Balance 9060, go cop them, check them out, at least try them on so you can at least debate with me whether you think this is the most comfortable shoe available. I've worn just about every pair of Jordans, I mean, there is to wear. Not like every pair, but I mean, when you think about the numbers, right? The ones, the threes, the fours, the fives, the sixes, like you go through the numbers, I've worn just about every pair. I've worn Adidas, I've worn, you name it. I've worn Reebok. I've worn a lot of shoes, Puma. These are the most comfortable by far, with the Yeezy slides being a close second. But as far as a shoe, this is definitely number one for me right now. Love them to death. They're more comfortable than my LeBron 20s, man. And LeBron's my guy. So I could have easily said those. But these shoes are super fire, man. And for $150 retail, man, I don't think that you can beat it. Because nowadays, walking into a sneaker store, you're just not going to find anything fly just sitting on the shelf. Unless it's in the kids section, sometimes the adult section, or maybe some hoop shoes. But as far as like expecting to see something like this on the shelf that caught my eye, and I was able to just grab them in my size, I think it was pretty cool. Salute to Foot Locker over in South Park. I was able to grab these in South Park. If you're familiar with Charlotte, South Park Mall, pretty much the only mall we got. I mean, the other malls can't really be even spoke about like that. You gotta be careful actually going to the other malls, by the way. But South Park is where I got those from. But anyway, man, I just wanted to talk today about the most comfortable shoe that I own at the moment, and that's the New Balance 9060. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you think that I'm completely crazy for this, drop it in the comment section. If you think that New Balances are trash, drop it in the comment section. I don't care what your opinion is, drop it in the comment section and let me know. But like I say on the podcast, man, love is free, hate costs. You've been listening to another episode of Mud Talk with your boy Coach T. I'm out.